Yeah. Okay.
You're up.
Yeah. Can you see it on? So yeah. Hi
Yeah, I'm
YouTube.
on the YouTube page, and it should relay it to the site.
Awesome.
You
All
got
right.
viewers and likes already.
Oh wait. Yeah. Hi viewers. This is my first stream to YouTube actually, so it's an exciting day for me. We're looking at the yeah, we're looking at the indices now and trying to uh, plan out a next move. Looks like this is going to go. Um, well, actually, I don't know what this is going to do right now. I'm waiting for a signal that we're actually going to roll over and not just trap people into this and burn up to the upside. What do you think, Jeremy? Is this it's going to rip up to the upside and just trap people, or is it going to roll over? Hard to say from here, right?
Yeah, give it two more 1 minute bars. We're under the 8 period. We're not quite out of this wedge yet.
Yep. I'm looking at the Dow, and it looks like the large caps are kind of like pulling back more than everything else is. But it's no trade kind of moment for me. Hmm.
Were you able to change your mic settings for priority speaker?
Yeah, I think so. I think I tried to anyway. I also bought a new microphone so that yeah, it's not going to get here until tomorrow night though.
Gotcha.
They just opened a new Amazon in Sweden, so but they're not
Nice.
quite as fast as the American version yet. I should have been drawing more on this now. I looked into what your the way you were drawing trend lines, and it was kind of interesting. Wyckoff drew trend lines like that also, right? And he called them shaft lines instead of trend lines, which I thought was kind of fun. Yeah.
Everybody's got a different name for them, but it's funny that I've never I've heard of Wyckoff. I've kind of looked into it a little bit because way back when Rose was streaming futures here, she was all about that method,
Mm,
and I've just kind of been piecing price action together for myself
mm,
and just like noticing things and being like, okay, well this makes sense drawing here because price is going to be in this range. This is where I'd expect the break, yada yada. So I just draw my line on there, and then it's just it feels strange to go and then look back at different people who've like written volumes about this type of thing and come to find that it's nothing new, but I learned how it worked on my own.
yeah.
That's the weird part.
I mean, Wyckoff was trading in the 1800s, so it's kind of incredible when you think about that the ideas still hold, and it's nothing original. Elliot and Wyckoff I kind of put into the same group, and Elliot just seems a little bit crazy. But a lot of the stuff that you talk about is, uh, I mean, I know that you're not taking it from Elliot, but it's like a lot of lots of the same kind of, how do you want to say? It's yeah, I don't know how to say it, man. It's like a lot of it's synchronous with Elliott theory also.
Yeah.
It's incredible that you managed to come up with that. I'm just a reader, you know what I mean? I want to take all the ideas. I think to myself, if somebody else has already come up with it, I might as well, uh, take a shot at trading it like this, But
For me, it's like I would go and like I would look at um, like stockcharts.com has like a stock school or a chart school or whatever. So does Investopedia, and I just kind of I would read about the different indicators and stuff, and like Bollinger did this and da da da. Um, Looked at the general patterns and how they were formed and stuff like that, and then the one thing I noticed with all of them is that all of those were dated. I mean, like by decades, some of them.
yeah,
And in the articles you would read, it would say, this doesn't work on anything just quicker than a 10-minute chart or 15-minute chart or something like that. some
Yeah.
people are talking about daily charts with these patterns. I'm like, dude, I see these on a 5 second chart. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I started learning them, and I realized I can actually use this for action to trade on. And one thing led to another, and I'm just like finding myself doing things that others have talked about, and I've never come across that material until now. And it's like I go and look back, and it's like, wow, okay, that's cool because now I understand how it moves in my own way, regardless of what they're calling it. And at the same time, it's like I don't have to put in half the work because it's just simple.
Yeah.
I don't have to go and learn all the little formulas and all the other stuff that they're going on. Sure, I could sit here and count bars and go with that method, but I can typically see it's not necessarily about exact number of bars. It's how long has this been consolidating generally? Where can I eyeball the target? Bam, trade one to the other and move to the next trade.
Yeah.
Here we go, reaching for that 398 again. FRC is just taking off. Might halt here in a minute. And Tesla kind of reached right to 391.90. Set up a high and tight flag. So if it can get past that 191 target, 191, 192 pivot, we might actually have some action out of Tesla.
I'm thinking about going short. If it doesn't, I want to wait for this thing to. I like the fact that indices not making new highs here. Russell coming up to this line, which I had as a yellow daily, and but I want to wait for this thing. See if this one versus after this. If none of them make a new high now, I wouldn't mind going short. Just gonna wait for it though. Don't do it.
I'm replying to Hardmere there. There you go.
Oh, thanks, man. I should be able to see the chat, but I can't see it.
I got lost in thought while I was typing.
Good stuff.
He was asking if there was an archive to see all the old live streams.
Oh yeah.
There's the live section of the YouTube channel, and then now they'll be archived on the website as well. So.
Yep. And we have a lot more archives on the website also. But for that, you need to be a member to see it.
Yeah.
That's a new high. Let's see.
I mean, if you're here with your email, you should have an account to be able to access the website. So.
Yep.
This is that same trend line extension on the 5 second chart here. I'll get it on the chat real quick. Are you not seeing the chat at all?
No.
Huh. Das ist weird.
Das is very weird.
Line. Price is just kind of hugging it.
Yep.
We'll get a break, pull back here in a moment, I think. But
Down.
the pivots I have on Tesla are 192, and I got another one way up there at 207. There's also 198 possible, but I'd expect a pullback here if it's being healthy.
Well, how you trade? Yeah, no, this is pretty freaking bullish, and I just want to short it, but I'm not doing it until.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
There's a better setup coming.
Yeah. No reason to stress it.
Exactamundo.
And I flip to the 5-minute chart just because you can see exactly how bullish this thing is. Yeah. I like the fact. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's gonna. I can't go long on this now. I like the fact that the Dow really looks like it wants to roll over them, but it might just not do it. I can wait. I can be patient.
I'm being patient right now.
Yeah. It's not always so easy. I get jittery sometimes. That's one of my weak points is that I just want to like, oh, I'm just going to take the trade. You know, it's never a good idea.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like going long in this. Although Yeah. Oh, let's switch to the higher time frame and see what it's doing. This is just a run. Trading direction only now would probably been a better idea. What's it look like in the 4 hour again? So yeah. So yes, it looks like it could come down to this one again, though. Huh? I mean, I have a rising wedge on the ES. That makes a lot more sense.
398, and this will be the make or break. So we'll get a setup out of this in a moment.
Yeah.
Bada boom. Targets are met.
Oh, nicely done, man.
Yes, sirree, Jack.
Well,
Just
man, we
put-
hit the 300% right there. That's the top of the box, you know, at the
Yeah.
431 area.
Let me see your.
Split here and a possible pullback to 397.70 for a moment. See what happens when it either rejects or holds here. There it goes.
I want us down to 4011 though.
Right?
Yeah.
That's where I want 4011. Because I want this to go down because I'm about to get some more stock options. So I need the price to be low.
Mhm. What's your basic bias right now? Like, do you think it's going up or down in general?
Grants, right?
Yeah.
It's got to slow down a little bit. Got too excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in yet. I'm just gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah, this thing's gonna pump tomorrow, man. Tomorrow is
I don't know.
Day, you know?
I don't think
I think we're gonna melt out.
He's got to come with bad news, man. He's in a bind. There's no way he can come with anything that's gonna. I mean, I've said that lots of times and I've been wrong, so you never know. But it's if they go too quietly, inflation's just gonna go right back up again, and then he's in a worse position than if he goes in and they declare a higher rate cut. You know,
Right.
I think so anyway. Here we go. Failed that trend line. This is also failing.
Bam. There's your break.
Yep.
There we go, come on.
Next support 397.20. Unless it accumulates here. Hang on.
Yep. I'm waiting. I like waiting for the Russell so that we have the Dow, which put in the new low just underneath this, which is always a nice thing to see. But I like to wait for him just to break one of these previous lines that I set out before, because this is a normal like bounce point. So I want to see it do this and then just not to catch me. I could have been a bit faster on that actually. I'm still having a hard time streaming and like talking, like chewing gum and doing something at the same time is not my strong suit.
Man.
Yeah.
I've been able to overcome that, but it's like it doesn't come easy.
No.
There we go. 397.20. Bam. There we go.
Nice.
Right, here's the dump. Come on, guys. What do you?
I still just don't trust it if the Russell's not also participating in it.
Doesn't hold here. It'll break over and push for 396.50.
396.50. Put a mark on 396. Oh, right, that puts us all the way down here. Yep. Got lines.
Now our Netflix still consolidating.
I know, man. That thing is just a money machine sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We broke that 397.20.
There we go.
396.50 is coming in.
Gonna flip up to a higher time frame, see what it's doing. That was a nice. Let's see how I'm doing today.
Tesla rejected that 192 pivot, and a lot of other stuff is kind of pulling back on a similar pivot as far as tech goes. So that's why SPY and the S&P are kind of doing this.
Yeah. And oil's coming up, but it's coming right up on like a really nice little point where it could fail, which means that Russell might roll over also.
Right.
They haven't been, the indices have been really disjointed. It's one of the most disjointed periods that they've been in the last 3 years, actually, which is kind of fun. Random fact.
Been a bit edgy.
Yeah.
Like it's waiting for something.
Yeah. Get this one on. What's the dollar doing?
I don't even know.
You don't bother with that one, right?
It's been manipulated so much. I just
Oh yeah.
don't even care to watch it anymore because it
Yeah.
doesn't jive with anything.
No, not really.
The
It still
only
gives
thing
it.
I see is like, when it goes down, stocks become worth more dollars.
Yeah.
It will affect it a little bit, but they got.
It's actually so this is a great moment to roll over actually. So the dollar. I mean, it still has some. The dollar based out, put in a base, and then it's a big rally candle in the last 5 minutes. A big rally candle, which is probably well synced with this one actually. Yeah. This pullback. Yeah.
Let's watch your paint dry on a 200 period 1-minute chart.
Which one?
Double bottom possible on the 5-second chart though.
Put up the 30-second chart in this one, just to get a better idea.
There we go. About to push R1 at 397.30.
Dow came down, retested that trend line perfectly, which is always, yeah. And financials are doing what? Financials recovering from the open.
Regional banks are going to be just playing hell with the finance market.
Yeah, but they're not any regional banks aren't having any big issues, right? Really?
There's a few, yeah. FRC here is one of them.
Oh, FRC's a regional, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's why they don't have the rules for. That's why they don't have the rules like that.
There's your bounce off that double bottom. Cool. 397.60 next target. Met.
Yep. Awesome.
I could chart on SPY all day. I do chart on SPY all day.
I was gonna say, you'd all night as well, Jeremy.
I just sort of do.
Yep.
Weird how yesterday the chat was on for our YouTube channel. Today it's not. I don't understand why it's doing that.
It's probably the different stream key or something like that.
Oh, it might be.
Thanks for the help with setting up the stream, though.
Oh yeah, no problem. Hopefully it's working to the site. I haven't checked the site yet.
Oh yeah, it's working to the site.
Cool. should be a way to embed the channel on the site
That's what I did.
as well. Like the entire channel.
Yeah.
It's like anything we do there goes there.
Yeah.
Then it should import all the unlisted stuff there too, I think, or I would think.
No, I didn't do that for some reason. I have to set that up differently when we do that.
Okay. Because
I'm
there's
gonna,
a lot of instructional videos that are in the content memories
yep.
that aren't listed. They're reserved for members only.
Yep. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take care of that next week or over the weekend or something. Here we go. Slight pullback.
Retracement. And let's see if it holds here for a quick 1 minute Busby. That'd be awesome. So then we fly back up to 398 real quick. But if it doesn't hold here, it won't. Funny how like I don't consider Elliott waves. I don't really think about fibs, but I know where they're gonna be.
Yeah. And that's all you gotta know, right? Everything else is just kind of unnecessary.
Pretty much.
I like reading.
I get a sense of knowing what the institutional traders are looking for.
Yeah. I don't think it's so much is algorithms now that I don't even think it is. I mean, I don't even think it is institutional traders so much anymore. I think it's more the algorithms and what they're set for, and they're not. They're constantly trading. They're updating those strategies every 3 months. You know, but I mean that's why those old thinkers are still good though, because in the end everything's going to be based on what they were saying anyway, because what they were saying was based on just human nature and the way that they expected things to be moving, and it's still,
Right.
I think those expectations get built into the algorithms now, which kind of perpetuates the same patterns.
Still in sync, and then you spend enough screen time watching price action. It's just like watching a matrix code go by.
Yeah.
You just sort of instinctively know where to draw the lines and where your targets are. All right. Support down here, 396.85. And we'll test that and see where we go.
Yep. Have you ever looked at this ICT trader? Have you been looking at any of the things that he's gone through? He's also one of these guys who he does a lot of he's actually fun to fall asleep to, because he just drones on and actually doesn't talk about trading at all. For like, I fell asleep last night to a 3 hour thing that he did, and I think he talked about actual trading for like 15 minutes, and the rest of the time was complaining about people not listening and following his advice. It's funny. Yeah, it's a rollover. I just want to grab.
Haven't watched him. I can check him out. But one I have been watching, because I find that he analyzes the markets in a very similar way to me. FX Evolution.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched him. Is he a fun one to? He's a good analyst basically.
Yeah, I mean he goes around and kind of does some collaborative charting, sort of figuring out what this and that are doing and why it's affecting this and that. So you can kind of get an idea of what the general market flows are looking like, and then utilizing that, you just go and spin back to a few important things to trade and figure out where the basic support and resistance is, and just trade from one to the other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat because you can go and correlate a few things and figure out, okay, well, what's the spectrum for the width here, or where's the expected where's the expected movement going to be, and what part of it should I trade, or what part of it should I wait for?
Yep.
And it's more towards swing trading, but it's the same price action that I look for.
It speaks to you.
It speaks to me exactly.
Yeah. Let's see if we get another pullback here to the upside. I mean, and then if we get another opportunity to short this thing, potentially,
Maybe.
or if this is going to turn into a double bottom on kind of on this one. Oh.
5-second double bottom. We'll see if it becomes a bear flag or not. Because on a 1-minute chart, we also have a nice clean descending wedge right here.
Yep. It's perfect, actually, isn't it?
Perfect in it. Yeah. Perfect example of a descending wedge.
Let's see if I can get it up really quickly before it breaks out.
Right.
That's a good pattern to trade, actually. That's actually a perfect trade.
Most of the time, it's pretty reliable.
Yeah. Let's wait for that break to.
I mean, most of your wedges and flags will be like 70-30. This is more like the 80-20.
Yeah. Wait, when you say like that, when you break down the percentages like that, how do you mean? I'm never quite sure how you.
Just probabilities.
Yeah, 70. But you say 80-20. You mean 80 breaks to the upside, 80?
Right, 80%
Mm.
chance of follow through breakout to the upside, 20%
Yeah.
chance of failure.
To the downside.
And then the other thing is the pivot is the 50% retracement. So it's
Yep.
almost like a higher, even higher. It's closer to 90% chance of meeting the 50% retracement. But the follow through is still pretty high on a break above that pivot on a descending wedge like this.
Yeah.
A descending channel changes that a little bit. A descending channel will typically have a high probability of hitting that 50% retracement, but have more like the 60-40 rule for follow through with the breakout.
Yep. Oh. It makes me nervous having to trade. Like I'm holding my the phone. And I'm going to trade the phone because having streaming, I can't have. I have one screen taken. So,
Yeah.
which is, so I'm just gonna do it on the phone. So I'm holding my phone, like thinking about, like, okay, take this trade, but it's hard to like. It makes me. I'm getting. I get a little bit extra nervous from sitting and talking about it at the same time. It's like I think that's what it actually is more than anything. That's what you need to come to terms with, huh?
It takes a little while to get through that part. It really does. But when you get there, man, it's like, what's it go? There's an old adage: leading others will inspire you to do or to do better or to thrive.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So let's see how this one. I'm gonna adjust that.
All right, we're on regression from that wedge. See where we go. Usually these do at least break out.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't stay in that. It can't stay in here anyway.
Nope. Price does not want to stay in those.
I find when
See
it's a,
some of them where they draw out and they'll make like a 5 wave.
yeah,
Typically they're 3.
just time will get it up. I like the fact that you can count on when if you started making this here, you can basically count out, look at the time when this thing is going to
Right.
10 around 10:30. And sometimes I like checking out the news to see if anything's coming out exactly at 10:30 to figure out what people are waiting for.
Right.
There we go.
Give us a bar.
NASDAQ breaking out to the upside. Everything else breaking.
Pulling back under resistance on the 5-second chart. Give us a bar here and we're golden.
I'm gonna wait for the break to the downside. That's what's gonna do.
Oh, tweezer. Ouch. We're going back to the bottom. This will be a
Yeah.
5-wave. Yeah, typing is too much work, dude.
Yeah.
I agree. Totally okay. We love questions. Makes us a lively bunch.
Is somebody asking on YouTube or are we getting questions on Discord?
On Discord in the chat. We'll be ready, and I'll make sure I'm feeling well that day. Because today I'm just kind of blah.
Hey, George.
Hey, George. My name's pretty much on there.
There we go.
All
It's a
right, this will
break
be
out to the
pretty much
downside.
for angular support. If it breaks the downside,
4009, 4009.25. Let's go. And then my last defense is 39.97.
watch them trap here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
They may
Pattern.
find buyers at 406, 406 right there.
Right. This is the pattern to do it in too.
Yeah.
It's like everybody and their mother's expecting this wedge to break out bullish. If they 5-wave it and break it on the bottom side, it will fall out and go right to 395.
Oh, it's breaking down, bro. It's breaking down.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Back
Damn
in
short.
2017, 18.
Yeah.
That's actually when I started trading, is back in 2017, 18.
So I'm short. I'm using this as my risk off. Ooh, let's see what happens.
Give me money. Chant that to my stock sometimes. Okay.
Oh. It's not really doing what I want it to do. It's NASDAQ, man. NASDAQ is being pretty strong, man. Tech is really wanting to keep it pulling it up.
I'm still watching my Intel. If it starts to reverse here, I might be excited. Tesla pulled back right on that 192 pivot like clockwork. It put a wick up to 192.70, but if it can coalesce here a little bit and stay above 188, we could get a consolidation and breakout and push through that 192 pivot. But if not, man, it goes down to 182 pretty quick.
Yeah.
And we just broke the angular support on that descending wedge. This is where it starts to build momentum or becomes a trap. Lucian doesn't stream and chat really much anymore, but he's planning on coming back. He's got a lot of background stuff he's been buried in for a better part of a year and a half now.
Oh, like 3 years, man.
Yeah, no kidding. But he'll get back into trading, and then we're gonna show him some fun stuff with price action. We'll make him like trading more.
Oh yeah. This is gonna stop me out. I just had the feeling I'm gonna get stopped at right here. I'm gonna get stopped out at 10:30.
Watch this, dude. That 1-minute hammer on that angular support for this wedge is like right in the butter zone.
Yeah. Yep.
That thing's been a beast. But it's set up for a full measured move to push, dang, can it go to 120? 110 would be a measured move, sorry. Alright, if you are short, this is where you're going to be very cautious.
Yep. Yeah, fingers on a button.
Yes, sir. Even if I had a trailing stop, it would be like, ready to eject.
Yep.
Like
100%.
smash your head on the canopy on the way out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna cut actually. Yeah. Okay. 1 point.
Here it comes.
I should have flipped it.
Up to the 200 at 397.
I should have flipped. Yeah.
This is one of those reverse button trades that you could work.
Yeah, I should have done. I did. I just didn't want.
Okay.
I hate it.
One more time. Hang on.
Yeah. No. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna take it easy.
Is that reverse on Netflix there though? Netflix pulled a nice one. It dropped down to the 300s and boom.
I see noise.
That was perfect though, huh? It really.
I was looking at the 312.50 calls and the 300 puts. And just a regular, just for playing. And then of course I got called into something else.
Oh, of course.
Well, crap. The 300 would have been beautiful at the open. It was super low for the gap up.
Oh.
Murphy's got a law for everything, man. So there's
Is
your
it-
bar right inside the support resistance of that descending wedge. There's 3 touches that turns into 5, possibly here. But we had that pullback with the wick right into the butter zone where they trapped a bunch of bulls or a bunch of bears there. Now they're going to give it back. Probably pull it down to like 396.20, and then we'll get the breakout after that. And here's what that same area looks like on the 5-second chart, and this will show you what that 1-minute wick is about to look like.
You had the 200 up on that one?
Yeah, the 200 is the yellow line.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the magnet for the 5-second chart, which we just nailed.
Yeah.
And then the 1-minute chart has us at 397 for a target. So a quick 5-point move possible on ES. Tesla just set up a 3-bar on the 20, so I can push that 192 one more time.
Is there news coming out at 10? There's news coming out at 10:30, huh?
There must be.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna see if I can get it up. The econ count is not working for the.
I gotta go log back into Minet.
Yeah, the econ count is not working. Let's see.
I got live news.
Yeah.
I will in a moment.
No, I'm thinking if it was like. Will you see anything?
I'll have the ticker open in a moment. Nothing really pertinent to anything.
Yeah.
Because what's the command in there for the calendar to see like what the weekly calendar is like?
It's econ calendar / econ calendar. But right now I can't. It's not like it's not doing what I want it to do.
But it only gives you the events for today, right?
No, you have a you can there's underneath the calendars buttons that says next page. It'll take you through the whole week.
Oh,
But right now it's not. I don't know why it's not working the way it's supposed to. Mm. There's a Fed calendar, but it's not. There's no Fed news today. It's not until tomorrow. We can just do news and then do spy. Jeremy's is better.
wow! Look at Netflix, man. That thing. Back up.
That thing's a beast.
Is it gonna be a, you know, he went on a green to red day, and then a red to green.
Right. And eventually
Mhm.
he's gonna halt again.
Oh, I know why the calendar's not working. It's because I changed the settings. That'll do it.
Yesterday was pretty decent in the opening range, but the rest of the day was just boring as hell. I mean, there was nothing happening.
Yeah,
Just slow.
I passed that.
We had the range trade. It was okay. It was like $2 on SPY, but wasn't really worth doing anything with unless you were scalping, futures and stuff yesterday.
It was pretty clean. That range was really clean. It went up down. It went up and down in the same range like twice, right? I didn't. I didn't trade. I just fell asleep. I was trying to stay awake, but I was just like, if I can't keep my eyes open, this isn't a good moment to be doing this.
Yeah. Well, something's about to happen because I got to get up for a second. I'll be right back.
It's breaking down.
Yeah, I seriously, I think it's gonna breaking down, but I'm not. Yeah, there we go.
Well, it's definitely holding that 407, 410 level for a while.
Yeah,
Because that
but
was what last week's high, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's holding last week's high, but if we break last week's high, then we're in for a nice ride.
Isn't this? I thought last week's high was around. Yeah, it's around 400 anyway. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to break down underneath. Uh, I'd like to see it's everything flush. Just. I hate this choppy action. This is really Jeremy's favorite. There we go, back underneath that trend line anyway on the ES, turning into a. I might make one more try to short it. If it gets underneath this one. Oh. How are you? Have you had a few good trades today, though, Ironclad?
Say what?
Have you had a few good trades today?
Yeah. In and out.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the break that we were waiting for.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're 3-8. Come on.
There we go.
Come on.
It's gonna rip. Look at this triple bottom on the Dow. Dips down underneath.
It's like everything was doing their own thing today.
Yeah. But that's what also.
That's a typical FOMC before FOMC day. It's like everything do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows what's gonna happen. So big kahunas out there are putting money in some places, taking money out. They're moving stuff around.
Oh, they're sitting on their hands today. I mean, they're not. They're gonna trade behind the news, not ahead of it. Don't you think? I don't see them like position trading on like 5 minute scalps or whatever like this.
Well,
They're
then the
happy.
question is what's creating these moves, right?
Well, what's the volume like today? The volume's low, right? I mean, there's not a lot of volume. It's super low volume. So what's creating? I mean, it's just there's no liquidity in the market at the moment. So it's just going to be chop. Everything's.
I mean, it's been good for you guys out there, trading pre-market or with your own time, because
Oh, I love it, dude.
movements have been happening like pre-market.
Yeah, that's the thing that was really that was my whole thing. The month, well, this last few weeks I've been working on all this stuff, but the 2 months before that, I got everything done in the pre-market, and then it was just like, okay, I'm done for the day. Now I just have to, you know, I can do other stuff. But uh, this last month really hasn't been as good as that for me. I'm waiting to short this thing. I'm waiting for this trend line break to get underneath it. If I was going to short it, my basic position that this is going down, but today I really have no idea. I don't really have a whole bunch of stuff to justify that with, considering that we're in a pretty big uptrend at the moment. I just didn't expect everything to go up ahead of like sideways. I understand, but a rally into um, the Fed meeting or the Fed decision just makes.
Well, the way I've observed is every time that something like that happens, then we sell off 200 points in a day on the ES,
Yeah,
from the top to the bottom of it.
yeah, but
And
200.
I think tomorrow, as you said, you might come with some bad news, and then we're gonna drop down to 3,800, on
Yeah,
ES or something.
yeah.
It would be that, major selling off. But also gotta look on the side of the Fed would printed almost $200 billion worth of, money to give it to this failed
These
country.
banks, yeah. So it's adding liquidity into the system again. And I mean, basically, they've added infinite money into the system again because they've basically said they're going to backstop all of these bank failures anyway. So that's a lot of potential Q&E that we're not even counting on.
Yeah, so we don't, it's tricky. It's
Yeah.
really tricky to play with this because we don't know positioning. Like, I don't have anything. I got some spreads open, but they make money when I go down too. So
Yeah. I think this is one of the reasons that I really need to start trading options also, because it'd be a lot nicer to be able to do spreads like that and just not have to think about it anymore, you know? I mean, you still think about it, but I mean, in the sense of you can bet on volatility, which actually that isn't either so guaranteed. If we just move sideways for ahead of the Fed meeting, it's pretty likely. But otherwise, on a longer term trade, we might just move sideways for the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm waiting for. I got the 15 up because what I want to do is if this candle goes red, I'd feel pretty good. I was just going to take out the level, which is 412. Which is kind of given. So what does that put us at? 412, right around here. The 15-minute goes red. It's a pretty safe little quick scalp, maybe.
Morning, fellas.
Good morning. Dow came up on this trend line that I had up from before. That's basically what it's playing around on. I'd like to see, what I'd like to see now is we have the Russell Dow kind of rolling over a little bit, get some follow through on that. I'm going to take a quick short on the ES just to see as a trial. I'll set my stop here. 14. Oh. This is one of these. Probably should have sat in my hands kind of moments, but this trend line has to be broken through.
Yeah, I think we might sideways for a little bit before we totally break down. We've had a good movement right now.
Yep.
We're kind of in this, so if you look at, let's do the boxing, the box
Yep.
concept right here. So I got a 1 minute box that I'm drawing up.
I'll put it in the 1 minute. Oh, sorry, I have my stop there.
So now I got my box. Now I'm gonna put.
How do you do in the boxes? I'll do the boxes for the fun of it. Distract me a while.
I'm doing the quant 2 now on my box, so that you see how I don't need the box to measure that.
Yeah. What is it? This is basically your.
I did it on a 1 minute because this is what I'm seeing the consolidation happening. So
This is the 1 minute, right?
Here.
I got the 1 minute up also.
Yeah, let me just place that for you here real quick.
Bunch of upgrades and downgrades. Kind of love it.
Yeah. So look at that, Cass. This is what I did. So I drew up the box where I
Mhm.
think this consolidation is happening, right?
Mhm.
From 407 to 415. That's
Yep.
a 7-point bull, bull move type of approach, right?
Yep.
Bulls moving 7, 10, 14, 20, and then 40 points, right?
Yep.
So I looked at that 7-point consolidation we're having. And I drew up a box there, and then another box, and then I put my quant 2. So if you look at the box and the quant 2 measurement, they kind of align, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm okay with drawing the box. I just use the tool to do the same thing.
Yeah. I got out just for 1 point.
Yeah. So I'm basically looking at if I go short, I would go short at 407.
Yeah.
And try to target 399 as my target. Right.
Yep. Wait, what were you targeting? I just need to pull up your thing. 407.
407 would be the trigger, and then 399 is the target.
Yeah. Oh, I see how you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
But
I'm doing a lot of.
We're looking a little bullish, especially trapped in between this moving average.
Yeah. Yeah, underneath the 200. Your green line is your 200, right? Or is that the?
200. Yeah, green line is the 200. The dotted line is the VWAP. So we just hit back the 200 on the 1 minute.
Yep. I'm making a lot of $1 1 point trades today. That's okay. That's all right. Oh.
I can't stop yawning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit the same way today. I've had like 3 hours of sleep in like 2 days. No, 5 hours of sleep in 2 days.
That's not good, and I'm also tired.
Yeah. I want a smoothie.
If you look at the daily chart on SPY, we're way out of the mother bar, but
Yeah.
there's still a 50% retracement up there to 403.50.
So you're looking at the 2 hour or the
daily.
You're looking at the daily. Oh, we had a 50% retracement of that bar, right?
Zoom out, get yourself like a
Yeah.
all the way back to like February 2nd. You'll see a big descending megaphone and 50% retracement. It's 403.50 exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Here,
duplicate that
right to
almost
here.
to the upside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the line that I have out also, right?
But the mother bar is from the 9th, March 9th here.
This one.
We just wicked the top of the body of that bar. And
Yeah.
the top of that wick goes right to 400. And if we break 400, we got a really good shot at running to 403.50. So we're short-term bullish.
Yeah. I really didn't want to be a bull today.
Whatever the Fed says tomorrow will change whatever we expect. So that's how it goes.
Yeah. Let's not put the daily on. Oh.
We're in the upper channel on the big diamond pattern too, so that's kind of another thing that I'm looking at. And
Bullish at the moment.
that's the range with a pivot right at 403.25. The downside risk would be shoot all the way down to like 378, which would be psycho.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to run with. That's what I was hoping was going to happen. Yeah.
Well, every time something moves quick, it usually snaps back to fair value.
Just as fast.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
We talked about those vacuum trades. That's kind of a given.
Yeah.
All right, so the wedge that we were looking at, the descending wedge, it finally popped, and we're about to that 50% retracement there, 397. So there it is.
Yeah, we got the same thing here.
Probably most of our move for the day.
Yeah, you think that's it? Yeah.
I mean, we might slowly grind to 398, but
Yeah. Yeah.
this
All right.
is like what's easily tradable anyway.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it a day, you guys. This is pretty much when you usually. It's around 4 o'clock. Usually, no, not 4 o'clock. Around 10 o'clock usually, or 11 o'clock usually end, right?
Yeah, typically around 11. If the price action is great, we'll hang out and
Oh,
chat
complete.
till like 11:30 or so. We just play it by ear.
My brain's a bit mush today, man. I'll be more on my game next time.
Same here. My brain cells are being replaced by allergic reactions to pollen, I guess.
Let's get some painkillers, man, for your ribs. That hurts, man. Yeah.
It does, but I'll survive.
Yeah.
Pain lets me know it's there.
Yeah. Lets you know you're alive.
Oh yeah, it does that really well.
Finance is actually pulling back a little bit, which means it could be a good sign for everything else pulling back.
Actually, a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you messed with that SGIM ETF yet?
No.
It's short Jim Cramer.
Oh, it must. What is it making? Like 300% a year?
I don't know. It just opened not too long ago. It's SJIM, and then the other one I think is LJIM. I don't know, but I'm waiting for it to become optionable because that thing's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a freaking hoot to scalp, dude. I mean,
What was his favorite?
man opens his mouth, it'll move.
What was his favorite? His favorite trade was FRC before the crash, right?
No, he
His
was
favorite long play.
SVB. He was saying buy
SVB.
the Silicon Valley Bank right before it popped. Like, damn, dude. You didn't say anything?
Oh no! Oh, it's so funny.
Hell, you could look at the chart and tell that was coming without even bothering to look at the news. I mean, you could
Yeah.
just look at the chart itself and see, oh yeah, that looks like it's about to break over.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I don't know.
Snap-ola. See ya.
Yeah. A lot of people losing money because of that guy. That's the thing that
Oh
sucks.
man, yeah, it's sad. I've made really good trades, like pretty much doing the opposite of whatever that guy says.
Yeah.
Like anytime he mentions something, I'll go look at the technical analysis on the chart and be like, yeah, I'll short that.
Yeah. It's not, yeah. Oh, good stuff. Oh, look at this. Here it is. This is what we were waiting for, right? What I was waiting for. And now I missed it because I was. Oh, it's all right.
That 200 right back to the floor.
Yeah. That was it. All right. I'll see you later.
See you,
See
man.
you guys later. Here.
Get some sleep. Take care.
Yep. You too, man. Okay. All right. Mm. Mm.